Welcome back, Filmaholics. My name is Scott Kenrick, and in this channel you find anything and everything filmmaking. So if you guys want more of that, consider subscribing, but until then, let's go on with the rest of the video. So last week I did a fan ad, and it's about these boots. If you want to check it out, the link's right up here, but today's video is gonna be about 3 different tips for Osmo 3, which is what I use to film the video that you guys are seeing kind of right here. So let's go on with that. Tip number 1 is going to be learning the modes, and what this means is the fact that there's a lot of modes for a gimbal. There's tilt, there's pan, there's so many different ways to use it, and the thing is most people just stick with the one thing, which is follow. But honestly, with something like, well, a gimbal like this, it allows you to be able to film in FPV mode, which basically follows in every possible way, which allows you to do so many dynamic shots. So I stress this so much, to learn the modes as best as you can, because you could be so creative with any way you use it. Here, let me show you. And we're back from that. So what is tip number 2? Tip number 2 is the upside down. So what do I mean by the upside down? Well, it's kind of obvious. You kind of flip the whole thing upside down. You want to go forward, you don't want to go sideways because it's going to do this weird orientation thing. But that's on for a different note. So why flip it upside down? Well, the thing is, a full frame camera can create really good depth of field. But a phone camera, it's sometimes harder. So what you have to do is kind of manipulate your environment to create that. And what a phone can do that, well, mirrorless camera or a big camera can't do is get really low to the ground, as if it's like a drone shot following, creating this depth of field. It's so dynamic and cinematic. Here, let me show you. Slug just came from the upside down. Let's go to step number 3. Not step, tip. Longer arms. So basically what I mean by longer arms is getting a monopod. And I know it's a very underrated kind of film gear because not a lot of people like to use them. I mean, for weddings and other low profile stuff, yeah, but this allows you to do so much, especially since this gimbal is very light. You can do a lot of different dynamic movements and really broad movements so that you can make it look like a drone. You could orbit a subject. You could do so many different things. You can create transitions. Here, let me just show you. There's just like, that's the only way I can really do it. Honestly, also, all the other past clips I just showed you, I was using a monopod the whole time. And we're back, and now you guys can possibly see from that last shot that a monopod is honestly mandatory when you're using something like this gimbal. It does so much. You can do so much more steady things. It looks so dope, I think. So again, honestly, monopod. Best tip, best thing you could ever get to improve your Osmo 3. Now if you guys want to check out the film gear I used to make this video, go ahead and check the links down in the description below. The Osmo 3 will be included down there. It's gonna be at no extra cost to you guys, but if you guys end up buying it, will help out the channel. Also, if you guys want to see my last fan ad, which is this is kind of based off of, just go ahead and check the links right up here, or it's gonna be showing up right around here. Lastly, don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and dream on.